from a mile, can I walk?
Well, good evening, everybody, and I'm your host, Kwabena, Agyemang, and welcome to the third part of the season 9 finale on Friday, May 30th on YouTube. Well, you heard on the major news, the Hudson's Bay has reached a deal by British Columbia. This woman, coming from nationally Chinese billionaire British Columbia woman, bought the Hudson Bay with up to 28 stores lease. So, and also the Canadian Tire has got to deal with the IP, the brands and the brand and the title, the strips and everything for the heritage. All of that is $30 million. And the deal, what you're seeing this video, they celebrated that the owner who owns Taishan Mall in British Columbia, that struck a deal with the Hudson Bay company, the 35-year-old company, is going to be liquidated, continues by end of this month of May before June 1st, 2025. And Ruby Liu, a billionaire of British Columbia, purchased the Hudson's Bay, this deal, with up to 28 stores. The rest of them will be gone. 45 or 50 of them from coast to coast. They say 20 of them with Alberta, British Columbia, and Ontario. And except Quebec, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, yeah, they're going to be full closed. So these 28 stores will be saved here in Ontario, here in Alberta, other side of Alberta, and British Columbia. 3 provinces, 3 big provinces: Ontario, Alberta, and British Columbia. Not Quebec, not Manitoba, not Saskatchewan, Nunavut, or Northwest Territories, or Newfoundland and Labrador. All of them will be gone. So it's kind of sad to see all of them in the other different provinces of Canada, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Nunavut, Northwest Territory, Newfoundland, Labrador, with Hudson's Bay stores, see them go. And I was, because of that, U.S. tariffs destroys the investors. That happens. As I watched by some films in this new video, the bankrupt video, last week, they posted on Friday on the bankrupt for Hudson's Bay Company, and I feel upset and mad, and Jake Williams felt it too, and I do. We're all losing big companies after Lord & Taylor. But now the Rego global brand have acquired Lord & Taylor, and they're going to plan to bring back the department stores in the future. And now they signed a new license with another investment or private equity firm company for licensing the Lord & Taylor after Regal Global Brands got acquired with the Lord & Taylor, and bringing back the reviving logo, this iconic American luxury department store since 1829, and was designed, this graphic logo will remember in this country of the United States of America. As of the side of Canada, Hudson's Bay will live on. Hudson Bay will live on forever within 355-year-old company. Thanks to Ruby Lou saved 20 of them. He could have saved all of them, all the stores throughout coast to coast, British Columbia to Quebec. But unfortunately, wanted to divide by 28 to save. And the rest of them will be gone or sold to a different real estate or developments or anywhere in province of Canada, which is very heartbroken, who have lost their jobs. 8,700 will be laid off by the end of this month. Employees who have worked for decades and memories for Hudson Bay, this legacy in Canada, has now taken away after Lord & Taylor is gone. Sears Canada, Sears is gone. Seller is going to be gone after misstep with Target Canada, with giving a sell off their stores and turning into Target Canada, right from Minneapolis, Minnesota, where Target was made and now acquired to Canada, which is huge shock and heartbroken to see Target Canada lose billions of dollars so quickly and forced to close everything. And I was devastated. And same with Hudson's Bay. I felt the same way like Jake Williams felt the same. We all lose biggest companies in the great country of Canada, this great province of Canada. This Hudson Bay, the legacy, the stripes, black, yellow, red, and white, will live this legacy forever. Since 1600, a quarter of a century, or 10 plus decades, we'll say the final piece, that legacy of Hudson's Bay, this Canadian department company, same like Lord & Taylor, will live in heaven for rest in peace of this great company, one of the best I've ever loved. This Canadian department country where you have appliances, clothing, beauty, all they do with the put up to Toronto Stock Exchange, and few years before the declining sales went down. The New York Stock Exchange, the Toronto Stock Exchange was removed. HBC, the Hudson's Bay, with less than 10 cents or 50 or $1, which is fascinating, absolutely fascinating. Because the modern standards, it was Shareway, it was Hillcrest Mall, it was Yorkdale, it was Toronto Eaton Center. They update their building and they look into the future. I mean, here in Ontario, in the Hillcrest Mall, you see the futuristic, this Hudson's Bay, what could have been if they update this concept to any of the Hudson's Bay across the province, will you do that? I mean, wow, what CEO Richard, I don't know what they did some rights and wrongs with this Hudson's Bay company to how to run a operation, business and company with Hudson's Bay, knowing this 355-year-old company since 1600, a quarter of a century, or 10 plus decades. During all the war, from World War One, World War Two, and the Great Depression, the financial crisis, 2008, the pandemic, all of it, true events happened, including the U.S. trade tariffs is tanking with a threat by UN's investors. That's why the points went down in the New York Stock Exchange, went down. Because of that, 47% of the United States wants to tear that company down, and to tear this other side of the United States country down. I'm not gonna go into it. So happy for Ruby Liu for saving 28 stores with Hudson Bay. I hope she can find another way to restructure the company after filing Chapter 11 bankrupt, or CCCA, the Canada Creditor Protection, will lift it and see the company forward. And looking forward to the 28 stores with Hudson's Bay, if they can find a new direction, a new industry forward, under name, thanks to that woman, Save Hudson's Bay, Ruby Liu, the owner of the Taijuan Mall in British Columbia. What she's going to do next, I don't know. Maybe if they can keep the Hudson's Bay, this heritage, this legacy, to bring back to reopen the stores back, so the people, everyone they care about, loved about, and every time customers spend on their homes, here in the kitchen or in the living room or in wherever you need a makeup or beauty, like going somewhere like a wedding or prom or anything events that happen. Hudson's Bay is the flagship throughout the Canada. Hudson's Bay, this iconic logo, so special, back in the 1600s until 1990s, before it changed it to the yellow logo, the Bay, in the 2000s. And now retrieving it back, this Hudson's Bay, this iconic retro logo in 1600s and 1990s. That will remain Canada's longest luxury department store, fashion, appliances, home needs, and all of that will be lived forever in heaven. Will we leave? I can't wait what she will do next to restructure the Hudson's Bay with 28 stores. So Body Sub Films, Jake Williams, you heard the news. Will we lose, save 28 stores? After hearing the news on the paper and you saw the video, there's your answer. Right there, Jake. Okay, I don't know what the future holds for Hudson's Bay and Ruby Liu, a billionaire British Columbia China woman, celebrating, popping up a champagne for that victory that Hudson's Bay struck a deal with Ruby Liu has signed with 28 stores with Alberta, Ontario, and British Columbia to save them. So we'll see what happens next for Hudson's Bay. Okay, people. Well, next up, we did the Hudson's Bay already. The Edmonton Oilers. They're up to 3-1. And like I said during the previous episodes, what I said, Edmonton Oilers will be back in the Stanley Cup final. And to bring the cup home, the Stanley Cup home, here in Canada and for Alberta. To share the media. CTV, Global, CTV, CP24, Sportsnet, TSN will be lit up. The viewers are watching throughout the province what you're about to see. The Edmonton Oilers will be in Stanley Cup final, and one day Edmonton Oilers wins the Stanley Cup champion for the first time since the early 1950s or 80s. The Edmonton Oilers have finally won the Stanley Cup for the Redemption franchise and for Connor McDavid, Zach Hyman, Nugent, and Leon. And also the coach and general manager are better than Maple Leafs. This franchise, the Edmonton Oilers, the organization hockey franchise, Edmonton Oilers, are way better than the Maple Leafs, the Toronto Maple Leafs. And you heard my words I said all the season long. With every playoffs year for the Maple Leafs, couldn't get the job done. Now, Brendan Shanahan is gone. Finally, after 14 years of failure, of waste, that the playoffs for Maple Leafs couldn't get the job done. That's why I told you. Now the players are going to be gone. Mitch Marner will be gone. Austin Matthews, I don't know what's next for Austin Matthews. He'll be gone alongside with Mitch Marner. John Tavares, well, he's going to be staying in Toronto. And who else? What about the trains? What about the workers will be gone? And the cheer and the fan. Yeah, the fans, yeah. They want to see them organize cleaning house. You watch the Sea Dangle that what's next for Maple Leafs? Cut everything. Dismantle everything. This core is absolutely broken. 4 of them. Austin Matthews, William Nylander, Mitch Marner, and John Tavares. 4 cores, 4 players in the core is repetitive and insanity broken. So, end of this era, all of this will be leaving with the players. I don't know if the coach is going to be leaving along with Brendan. Is gone. So traveling is not going anywhere. He was a former general manager for Calgary Flames. So Brad Traveling isn't going anywhere. Brad Traveling is not going anywhere. So he will be staying. After Brendan Shanahan is gone. So Brad is staying. Thank God. Brad Traveling isn't going. So what about the coach? Is he out or is he staying in Toronto Maple Leafs as a coach? You leave the comments what the coach is going to do after the playoffs exit every year. Every 9 years with this team. Couldn't get the job done. That always a problem with the Maple Leafs. This organization, franchise, and the NHL head office in headquarters in Toronto, Ontario. It's too much analytics. It's too much. Jesus Christ. Same with them will be too much analytics with New York Yankees, who made it to the World Series last year with the LA Dodgers. And now you're doing the Maple Leafs same thing, like New York Yankees, who can't get the job done. And now Yankees finally got Juan Soto with a 3-run home run in the Cleveland Guardians in Progressive Field, where Juan Soto ended up with the New York Mets with his contract, leaving subway between New York Yankees and head on to the National League in New York. Mets. Juan Soto signed a huge contract deal. I don't know, 12-year or 13 or 14 with tons of millions of dollars. A big check for Juan Soto. After they made a World Series in last year with the Yankees, hitting the blast a 3-run home run in Game 5 in the ALCS. That's why Yankees made it to the World Series since 2009. 2009. Not 2008, 2009. So, now with the Maple Leafs beat the Ottawa Senators in the first round and head on to the second round with the Florida Panthers again, down by 3-1. And then you come back at 3 and head into Game 7. The same result with 6-1 loss to the Florida Panthers and wins the series in Game 7 in the home ice. In an ultimatum embarrassment every year. Every freaking year. I'm not going to run my mouth too much. So, Maple Leafs got what they deserve is to dismantle, cut everything. Get rid of that Brendan Shanahan running and milking the franchise for 10 years. Jesus. 10 years since 2014 when he hired a new job as a general manager, the owner for the Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment organization company in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. God. and it is done. It's done. So the Maple Leafs offseason, all this, you gotta clean up, man. Clean everything up. Steve Dangle said it best. Clean everything up before heading to next season. What it's going to be look like, unrecognizable, and different ways. Could be the USA style or a different Canadian style that gone south direction. So find out Maple Leafs heading to off season for next year. What it's going to be like in the preseason with the contracts, the drafts, the lottery for Maple Leafs. I hope they can do something. With the cap space, 25 million in your cap space, what they're going to do with this hockey franchise for the Maple Leafs. So it's time for you to wake up and look in the eyes of reality. What you're going to do something about it with the Maple Leafs. Not everybody has left because of this franchise. It's just doing the same insanity over and over for years of playoffs. It's a complete failure and a waste of money and a waste of time and a waste of watching on Sportsnet to watch on the viewers are sick and tired of this. Every mundane, every viewership who are on the cable, on Bell, on Rogers, Ignite TV, set their DVRs. I mean, my God. What a waste. What a waste of watching. What a waste of the money that you spend. I know, Jesus Christ, $1,000 is a waste of money that you people used to buy your payments to come in the Scotiabank Arena or outside in the front, outside cheering the Maple Leafs to finally do something, and they failed. So the fans' pressure was, I don't know. Adam Copeland felt pissed. Yeah, I felt bad for Adam Copeland. Damn. To see the Maple Leafs running his franchise into the ground. God, Jesus. God Almighty. I felt sorry for Adam Copeland, aka Edge, former WWE named Edge. I felt sorry for Adam. Damn. This team, my God. So, hate to cut that video because that camera way too long. That's why the Sony camera had to stop cutting itself. So, gotta do this quick. So, Maple Leafs are done. So, you gotta sort this out in the off season. And for Edmonton, we'll be in the Stanley Cup final by winning the series with the Dallas Stars 4-1. Done. Or 3-2. Or 4-2. Done. Or 4-3. Done. If Edmonton keep losing by 2 games or 3 games. But that ain't gonna happen. Well, Oilers, Connor McDavid will be in Stanley Cup final second consecutive year and bring the Stanley Cup final a championship one day. then this team, this organization, this city of Edmonton, and the province of Alberta is complete. Mission is officially complete. So tune in game 5 tonight. This Thursday tonight, as of this recording, I'm hoping Edmonton Oilers gets a win and moves to Stanley Cup Final. It's going to be Florida Panthers or Carolina Hurricanes. It got to be Florida for a rematch for last year consecutive year. I hope it's not going to be the case of back-to-back Stanley Cup champion like Florida Panthers and Tampa Bay Lightning did. That ain't going to happen. Edmonton Oilers will beat them in full vengeance and redemption to bring the Stanley Cup home to Canada by winning this chip of Stanley Cup champion goes to Edmonton Oilers by defeating defending Florida Panthers Stanley Cup champion last year. Oilers, get ready to oil up the country of Alberta, Canada in your Edmonton. Edmonton will be back in Stanley Cup Final, bringing this cup home to Canada. I promise you that. Alright. I'm going to cut for a half on the next segment on the second half. Well, the topic and debate of the week is this Nespresso for that? And it comes with a limited edition collaboration, The Weeknd. And I will tell you on the second half. And also, I cannot forget, I also had the musical guest that what she's going to play. Find out on the second half on the Fire Show with Kwabena Agyemang on the third part season 9 finale, Friday, May 30th, in the closing month of May 2025 and to next month of June of 2025. Thank you guys for watching on the first half. Come on right back. Welcome back to the second half. As you can see, while looking at it, yes, right there. It's a Weeknd collaboration with Nespresso that has launched in this topic and debate a week. Right there. The Samara origin. Abel Tesfay's, that's Abel Tesfay's mother, Samara Origins, who was born in Africa like Weeknd. Abel Tesfay has ruled and lived in Toronto, and those Weeknd parents was born in Africa, and same as my parents in Africa was born. Yeah. This collaboration, Nespresso with The Weeknd, Abel Tesfay's flavor called Togetherness Blend. Togetherness Blend with honey and wood. And I'm about to taste it right now in this topic and debate a week. What do I think this new flavor in the limited edition with the collaboration with The Weeknd, Togetherness Blend? I mean, yeah, with honey and wood. Man, wow. It's good. My goodness, wow. Uh, Including the double espresso coffee, um, the way he likes the flavor in the music collaboration, and also with the Hurry Up Tomorrow, this film for Abel Tesfay's redemption after failure with the idol was a flop and turning into this Hurry Up Tomorrow with Jenna Ortega. Okay, people in the comments thinking, yeah, Weeknd should be focusing on the music career instead of acting. Oh, and by the way, this is the cup of mixology. Mixology was designed this cup of Nespresso, I think, back in I think it's Italian designed with this cup for the summer edition back in April was launched before May. This cup that I chose is large, and this flavor togetherness blend, it came from Maraca beans and live roast, sweet honey and woody notes, like a smooth coffee. With the creamer, it tastes everything. Now, the Weeknd and the Nespresso in the office did a wonderful job and team up with the Weeknd to make this coffee a limited edition collaboration togetherness blend, Samara Origins, where Abel Tesfay's mother was born in Africa, in the roots of Africa, and made this. I mean, wow. It's perfect for summer if it gets the weather is sunshine, sunny over rain all week long. Calgary, Alberta, Edmonton, Alberta, sunshine, where you can have this coffee and this kind of glass with ice on it. It's perfect for you. Okay, as I keep drinking this until I finish this cup with that glass of mixology, glass tall, large. The musical guest, as we about to close for part 3, is Sierra Miles. Yeah, the 4th musical guest is Sierra Miles, and his new single is Lawless. So here's the music video. Take it away, Sierra, with the new single Lawless, as I'm about to drink this. Enjoy.
Comes and lose control. You dared me. Intentional moves. It's fragile with too much to lose. Living in a land of strategy. Fighting off tragedy, thinking it through. Still, I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll just hold back, keep it in. But what I wanna say is talk less, baby, kiss me without caution. I just wanna feel you breathing deep, dancing thoughtless. Take me to a love that's lawless, perfect. Scratch that, I just want your earnest. Sick of all the right and wrong and rules of falling. Take me to a love that's lawless. Could it be enough, baby, if I'm just raw and rough? All I know is composed. Don't let them notice how something natural feels so foreign. Or will I fuck it up? Am I crazy if I take off the front? Don't know when, but I learned only safe. A construct you could be the one to break. You could be the one to break. Talk less, baby, kiss me without caution. I just wanna feel you breathing deep, dancing thoughtless. Take me to a love that's lawless, perfect. Scratch that, I just want your earnest. Sick of all the right and wrong and rules of falling. Take me to a love that's lawless. Like you wanna save me from all the pain of waiting. Tongue-tied and time is fading. But I baby, kiss me without caution. I just wanna feel you breathing deep, dancing thoughtless. Take me to a love that's lawless, perfect. Scratch that, I just want your earnest. Sick of all the right and wrong and rules of falling. Take me to a love that's lawless. Talk less, baby, kiss me without caution. Take me to a love that's lawless.
Ooh, man. Lawless from Sierra Miles. This song is really, really good. Ladies and gentlemen, Sierra Miles, everybody. And its new single is Lawless. It's on Spotify and Apple Music. So, Sierra Miles, everybody. Well, that's our show, everybody, on the episode 10 on May 30th, 2023. Not 2023, because this ain't Lawless. This is 2025. So, you like to do, follow me on Instagram, Blue Sky, and Threads at @Vibeshow_. And remember to subscribe to that channel. Click and like this video, tell all your friends, and leave the comments down below what you think about this episode. I'm your anchor host, Agyemang, and have a great weekend, and go Oilers go, and bring the Stanley Cup home to Canada. And we'll see you for the final last part 4. Could be next Friday, or see you in 2 weeks. This Friday. Could be on June 15, or by the middle of 3rd week. 2nd week or 3rd week of June. As we close this video by end of this month of May 2025, heading to the next month of June 2025. To come above, everybody. And man, this weekend, this Togetherness blend coffee capsule with flavor, it was really good. And I love it. This team up with The Weeknd with Nespresso collaboration deal. Alright, see you everybody, and good night from Brampton, Ontario, Canada. Here in the province of Ontario, Canada, home of the 11th province in Canada, and home of the capitals, Capital Ontario, Toronto, and Capital Canada, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. Good night everybody. Hey.